Hello. I hope everyone can hear me. Let me make sure the volume is up. Uh-oh. Okay. So, this live today, it's every Monday I have a live and I talk about different topics. So this one is about thinking about leaving your job. So if you're thinking about leaving your job, hold on guys, I'm getting the phone situated. If you're thinking about leaving your job, I have a few things we can just talk about and mention. I hope I'm showing up clear on your end. First, just to go ahead and introduce myself. I am Marche. I am a mom. I'm a wife. I do work full time, and I also am a travel business owner. But I'm not just only talking about travel, because why would I talk about travel? But just so you know, you could travel more. You can earn money from traveling, and you can get freebies and all kind of stuff. Like, it's a whole lifestyle. It upgrades your traveling, and you'll see yourself traveling more because it's so affordable. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So if you're thinking about quitting your job, that's the topic. So, what you're going to get out of this video, if you're thinking about leaving your job, you're thinking about, hey, this is something I want to be a full-time entrepreneur within the next year or 2 years. I just had a few tips. So you may start feeling like you're tired of having to be on someone else's schedule. You want to be on your own schedule. You may be feeling like you just want like that time freedom. You want that freedom to work from anywhere. You want to be able to go and be on your own terms and set your own salary. Most jobs, they tell you how much you make per hour or per year or per month. But you want to have your own income and set your own income with no limits. So that may be a few of the reasons why you're thinking about leaving your job and why you even opted to watch this live. So a few tips. I have about 6 things that I jotted down that I think everyone should consider before leaving their job. So first thing, whatever your spirituality is, whatever your faith is, I think you should definitely lean to that and seek the understanding. Make sure it's the right thing and you're not having like some kind of midlife crisis or some kind of just wrestling with your flesh, just kind of in rebellion or something. Like, make sure it's legit on why you want to leave your job. Make sure it's solid. It's not just something, it's not impulsive where you want to quit today and then tomorrow you feel like, oh, I should have stayed. So make sure it's solid, because once you walk away, most of those places, they're not keeping your position open. So make sure this is what you really want to do. So I'll say check with yourself spiritually, because the flesh, the impulsiveness, it may make you want to leave the job, and then you may come to find out that really wasn't a good idea, right? Years ago, when me and my husband were just having the boys, so theirs are the youngest, the boys are the youngest, we have 3 kids, but with that, when he was saying, hey, maybe you should not work and just be a stay-at-home mom, and I'll just watch the boys. Like, I watched the boys and he worked. Well, we tried that for a while, and financially it really didn't make sense. We weren't in a place then. This was probably like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. We weren't really in a place where his job was enough to pay for all the things, and we were living in an apartment then. So that's just another example of making sure that it makes sense. Okay, so that's just my first little tip there. Next thing I want to mention, if you're thinking about leaving your job, is check on the insurance. When you file your taxes, everyone has to file their taxes. They do actually pull more funds from you. You'll owe more if you don't have health insurance. You don't have health insurance. So definitely see, what are you going to do for health insurance? See, what are you going to do for life insurance? Make sure you have a plan there. Go ahead and get some quotes on life insurance, get some quotes on health insurance, but have that covered. Okay, you may want to go ahead and even get some appointments up to date. Get some doctor's appointments up to date, so that you won't you'll be able to go a little while until your next one, so that you'll have that locked down. But have the health insurance worked out before you leave the job. The second most important to me is having your bills caught up. You want to have your bills paid up, not only caught up, you want to pay some in advance. So if you have something like my Wi-Fi, the internet, is like $70 a month. Well, I will go ahead and just drop a few hundred on that and pay it up for a while, right? Instead of these bills are coming every month, light bill coming, water bill coming, or whatever bills you have, consider that those bills are still coming every month. I am not saying you should not leave your job. I'm just giving tips on things you may want to do before you leave, so to be a less stressful transition, and that you won't have some moments like, I forgot about that. Oh, I don't have the money for that. Some of those people, they may not do arrangements. Like I have a family member that says her light company doesn't do arrangements. They may do one a year for them. So if that's the case, you can't play around. You need to have those bills paid up. So how do you do that? Well, go ahead and start working on a safety net. Have you some kind of safety net where normally everyone says they have about 6 months of your bills saved up. So you want to go ahead and jot that down. Write down the bills that you know are coming, especially the ones where the amount doesn't change. Like I said, for example, with my Wi-Fi, it's the same amount every single month. So with that, go ahead and multiply. How much is that for 6 months? How much is that for a year? Whatever the bills are, go ahead and jot them down. Because the last thing you want to do is, after leaving your job, is be stressing about money. That doesn't make sense, right? You're leaving for the freedom, for the peace of mind. So the next thing here, you want to leave gracefully. By leaving gracefully, what I want to say is, if you know they're going to have to find a replacement for you, you can probably jot down some of the things that you do on the daily, and you can make it easy where someone else coming behind you can actually understand what you used to do, so that it'll be an easy transition for the new person coming. And when I say you want to leave gracefully, just up and just quitting at the last minute, and then the manager has to find somebody to finish all your tasks, meet all your deadlines, find somebody quickly to replace you. Like, you left them in a hectic spot. And just for the sake of examples, there is a manager at my position at my full-time job. He has left and come back 3 times. Why do you think we keep rehiring him back? I even helped interview him this last time, because I hire supervisors, and supervisors work for me at the banking position that I have. So I manage supervisors, and he came back wanting to apply, and this is his 3rd time, and I was the one that was interviewing him for this 3rd time, and he was hired again. He's never left us hanging. He always finds he has all his tasks caught up before he leaves. And when he come back, he's like, so just leaving the right way, because you just never know. Somebody could get sick. Let's say it's you and your spouse working full-time, managing your businesses full-time. Well, what if someone gets sick? Would you guys be able to still be afloat? Would you guys be okay? So in that case, you don't know who may have to go back to working, or what bridge you may have to go back across, right? So definitely leave gracefully. And I think that is my last tip. I like to keep my videos short, because I know everyone's attention span is not that long. It's a proven fact. So those are the things that I wanted to mention. This one is a little off topic of things I normally talk about, but I do these videos every Monday. I have them in my Facebook group. So if you're watching this and you're not in my Facebook group, because I also load it to YouTube, if you're not, I'm going to have the link in the description so that you can join that group and you can contact me. And last thing, if you are looking to travel more, you're looking to have your side business where you're able to book travel for others and make money. Every time a trip is booked, that money is made off of that trip. Either it's going to the merchant or it's going to a travel agent. So if you're not a travel agent, they keep your money. Meaning, if you book a hotel with Hilton, you were supposed to get paid, but you're not a travel agent, so you didn't get paid. You only paid them. They didn't pay you back. I get paid back, and that's why I travel so much. All right, guys. If you have any other questions, reach out to me, and you have a great night.